You know how it is you want to get up to speed on something, like, quickly, but without drowning in information.
Yeah, totally. Information overload is real.
That's what we do here at the Deep Dive. Smart insights, quick. Today, we're tackling something familiar, but maybe in a new way. An Amazon book page.
Right. But we're going deep, not just scrolling.
Exactly. Think of it like a mini investigation. You pointed us towards the Amazon Kindle store page for Wildest Dreams, and Enemies to Lovers Romance. It's book 2 in the Forbidden Love series by L.J. Shen.
And these pages, they're packed, seriously. You've got the official description, sure, but also author info, reader reviews, sometimes thousands related books.
All sorts of stuff. So our mission today, to figure out what this book's about, what people really think of it, and kind of where it fits in the whole romance universe, just from this one page.
Basically, becoming instant mini experts without reading the whole book first. It's a shortcut to understanding the buzz.
Okay, let's jump in. The book itself, Wildest Dreams, and Enemies to Lovers Romance, Forbidden Love Book 2 by L.J. Shen.
The title pretty much gives you the core elements, right? Enemies to lovers, forbidden angle, part of a series.
And format-wise, yeah, we're looking mainly at the Kindle version details, but they make it clear up front paperback and audiobook are options too.
Which is standard now, but good to see. Multiple ways to get the story.
Okay, digging into the description. We got Ryland and Dylan, and this forbidden fruit thing, he's her older brother's best friend.
Ah, classic trope. Instant tension.
Mm-hmm. And Dylan's a single mom, described as a royal pain. So probably got some spark, some attitude.
Definitely sounds like a feisty heroine. Then they throw in another trope, the fake engagement.
Right. He needs to look like a family man for business reasons.
Yeah, that's the setup. And she needs him to scare off her ex, so it's a mutually beneficial arrangement on the surface.
You just know it's going to get messy. The description hints Ryland is, like, instantly drawn to her, this forbidden thing.
The risk being he might actually fall for her, of course.
And from her side?
Yeah.
She apparently sees him as a man whore. Definitely not relationship material in her eyes.
But also, her wildest, most dangerous dream. That internal conflict. Love it.
Total push and pull. It does also say, importantly, that even though it's book 2, it's a standalone.
That's key for new readers. You don't have to read book 1, Beautiful Sinner, to get into this one. Good move.
They also flag it as having an alpha hero and a feisty heroine. Genre keywords.
Tells experienced romance readers exactly what kind of dynamic to expect. Dominant guy, strong woman.
And importantly, a mention of trigger warnings. Good practice to let readers know it might touch on sensitive stuff.
Definitely. Looking at the details. Publication date, April 8th, 2025. Print length is 469 pages.
So not a super short read, but pretty standard for the genre.
Right. And Kindle file size. Tiny. 1.9 millibit. Easy download.
Plus those Kindle features, page flip, word-wise, enhanced typesetting, little quality of life things.
And they mentioned pre-ordering new releases. Smart marketing for fans.
And you don't need a Kindle device, right? The free app works anywhere.
Pretty much any phone, tablet, computer. Very accessible.
Okay, so that's the book's official story. Now, the really interesting part sometimes,
Yeah.
what are readers saying?
Okay, overall rating, 4.6 out of 5 stars. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, and based on, wow, over 2,100 ratings. So a lot of people weighing in.
Amazon even has that AI summary thing now, pulling out common themes.
What's it saying?
Things like engaging from the first chapter, witty banter, amazing chemistry. Also, emotional roller coaster, heartwarming, relatable.
Sounds like it hits a lot of the right notes. That fun enemies to lovers dynamic keeps coming up too.
It does, and someone called the writing style cotton candy.
Cotton candy, okay, interesting comparison. Light, sweet, enjoyable maybe.
Must be the vibe they got. Looking at the star breakdown, 67% are 5-star reviews. That's huge.
Wow. So a lot of readers were really happy with it.
It suggests strong satisfaction. And remember, Amazon's rating system isn't just a simple average.
Right. They weigh things like how recent the review is, verified purchase, tries to make it more reliable.
Exactly. And they highlight what readers liked specifically. Keywords like story quality, humor, spice content, character development, banter, relationship, all showing positive mentions.
It's like a quick guide to its strengths. What about specific comments? Anything jump out?
Oh, yeah. One calls it the best contemporary romance book this year. High praise.
Oh.
Another says all rom-com dreams under one cover. Lots of enthusiasm.
Sounds like the Ryland and Dylan connection really works for people.
And also, Ryland's bond with Dylan's daughter, Gravity. That comes up too. People seem to like that insta-family feel.
That adds another layer, doesn't it? Beyond just the couple.
Definitely. Oh, and here's a funny real-world detail. One reviewer mentions their pre-ordered paperback arrived with a tiny dent.
Huh. See? It's not just about the plot, it's the whole experience.
Right. But back to the story stuff, the banter gets called out repeatedly. That witty back and forth seems crucial to the appeal here.
Which makes sense for enemies to lovers. That's often where the fun is.
Exactly. So readers seem really into the characters, the humor, the emotion, the whole package.
Okay, makes sense. Now let's talk about the author, L.J. Shen. The page definitely makes a point of her credentials.
Oh, yeah. New York Times, USA Today, Wall Street Journal, Washington Post, #1 Amazon Kindle Store bestseller. She's a big deal in contemporary romance.
The bio gives a flavor too.
Huh?
Angsty books, unredeemable anti-heroes, and sassy heroines.
So you know what you're getting into with her style. Sounds like she leans into the drama and strong personalities.
And this book is part of a bigger universe, right? She has several interconnected series listed.
Sinners of Saint, All Saints High, Boston Bells, Cruel Castaways, Dark Prince Road, and this one, Forbidden Love.
But again, they stress Wildest Dreams works as a standalone. Smart, don't scare off newcomers.
And they're already promoting the next book in this series, Handsome Devil, Book 3, coming August 2025.
Keeping the fans hooked. Good strategy.
The page also lists some of her other standalone books, showing she does more than just series work.
And a little personal touch, lives in Florida. Family, likes reading, travel, cooking, her cat. Makes her seem more real.
Yeah, it adds a bit of relatability. Plus the standard follow the author link for updates.
Okay, so established author, clear style, interconnected world, but accessible entry points. Got it. Now, what about the wider Amazon context?
Well, a bestseller ranking is pretty striking. #2 overall in the Kindle store at the time this page was captured.
Number 2, out of everything. Wow.
And #1 in several romance subgenres, alpha male, workplace romance, billionaires, and millionaires. So it's dominating its specific niches.
That tells you it's hitting a nerve right now. What else does the page show us about its place in the market?
Those customers who bought this item also bought sections are gold mines.
Right, the recommendation engine.
Exactly. You see other L.J. Shen books, obviously, but also other big names in romance. And you see related tropes popping up.
Like what?
Things like grumpy ex-sunshine, brother's best friend, which fits this book, dark billionaire romance, fake engagement, again, even hockey romance shows up nearby.
So it gives you a map of reader tastes. If you like this, you might like that.
Precisely. It shows the neighborhood this book lives in, genre-wise. It's fascinating data.
What else is on the page? We mentioned the Audible version.
Yeah, prominent link to the audiobook. Also, the send a free sample option, good for undecided readers.
And adding to lists, reading online with Kindles for web standard Amazon stuff.
There's a video review embedded too, which is interesting. Different format for feedback.
And the usual report and issue, links for quality control or content concerns.
Right. And finally, you've got all the standard Amazon navigation bars, top and bottom, reminding you you're in this huge ecosystem.
Okay, wow. We really pulled a lot from just that one page.
Didn't we? So wrapping up this deep dive, what are the big takeaways?
Well, Wildest Dreams is clearly hit. High ratings, tons of positive buzz, hitting popular tropes like enemies to lovers, and fake engagement really well.
Readers love the banter, the chemistry, the emotional side, and that sort of insta-family element with the daughter.
And it's by a major best-selling author, L.J. Shen, who has a distinct style and a whole world of interconnected books, but this one's easy to jump into.
Plus, its bestseller status and the also bots show it's right in the thick of current romance trends.
Absolutely. It feels like we got the essence of the book and its reception pretty efficiently,
Yeah.
without having to read hundreds of reviews ourselves.
It really is a shortcut, which leads to maybe a final thought.
Go on.
Seeing how popular this specific book is and how much the enemies to lovers thing resonates in the reviews. What is it about that dynamic, that friction turning into passion?
Yeah, that's a good question. Why does that trope work so well for so many people? Is it the tension, the slow burn, the overcoming of obstacles?
Maybe reading this book or others like it could actually give some insight into that psychology, that reader appeal, something to think about.
Definitely something to mull over. And hey, if this dive got anyone interested, maybe check out L.J. Shen's other stuff or some of those related tropes we saw.
Lots to explore from here.
Well, thanks for digging into this page with me. Learned quite a bit.
Me too. It's amazing what's hiding in plain sight on those pages.
Until the next deep dive then. Thanks for tuning in.